It's my understanding that there's over 22 million families that have been blocked from a child, that they have legal, physical, moral, ethical, familial, spiritual access to, and that the family court system in its failures has created a machine or a maze that will dictate what the role is of your parenting, what your access is, what your rights are, what your constitutional rights are, if you can even hug your child, if you can even say, I love you to your own child. Who would think that this could happen in the United States? That we would have a court system that could potentially get it wrong, not just in one case or 1,000 cases or 100,000, but millions of cases, to have our judicial system get it wrong and often provide the child to the abuser in the case because of a lack of fact-checking protocols, policies, enforcement, protection, and a complete breakdown in the system. This message is so important right now because there are parents out there right now who can prevent what happened in my case and so many of our cases that have turned us into advocates, not by choice. And if this message can get out there to them, it can save a life. And the reason it's so important now is that we're seeing escalated statistics in every negative outcome of the family law systems. We're also seeing an increase in more extreme negative case outcomes like fatalities, homicides, suicides, even just custodial interference in most major cities has tripled in the last 10 years. So you want to think about that. Why? What is going on in the family courts where custodial interference, blocking contact, falsifying allegations, withholding, falsifying court documents, falsifying a child's name, moving out of state without permission, threatening to go to court. There's just a whole flood now in an industry that can be used to weaponize and take a child from a loving parent without them even being able to realize what's going on until it's too late. This documentary is to help prevent what is happening to so many millions of families right now for the next generation, and we can do it. I didn't believe it was possible before, but we started doing outreach and a pilot program. We started working with other international advocates using interventions, ideas, solution-focused models, and I've come to believe with all of my faith and confidence that this is going to be overcome, that victims of abuse and trauma will be protected. And it may not be in the family court system. It may be through alternative models that are getting it right. So how I came to be in this position was definitely not by choice. And if you ask any advocate, they probably went through the system and, like me, just felt compelled that there is no way I can witness this many millions of cases of child abuse, of permanent damages, of fatalities, and just say, I'm going to leave that for the next shift. And I've met the most unbelievable heroes out there who have cases that are worse than mine. And that's been a silver lining in this process, is feeling called that anyone who's gone through and witnessed the failures of the family law system and the impact that it's having on children, who chooses to stay and lift up another victim, is called. And there's a movement of not thousands, but millions of us now